Hi, hello, good afternoon. I am E.Anusha from TSWREIS Nalgonda. I am a third graduate student with BZC. Let me know one thing, friends. Have you had your lunch? Which type of lunch? Healthy or tasty? I know you might have tasty lunch, but do you know the reason behind the taste? Yes, the reason behind the taste is chemicals. Of course, you are thinking that the food is delicious and tasty, but people are making the food delicious by adding chemicals to it, by adding so many chemicals flavors to it. So nowadays, many farmers are using chemical fertilizers to get more yield, and this is affecting our health very much. So I hope that you catch my point, which topic I am going to teach you. I am happy to say my topic is Indian farmers' health at risk? What is the impact of chemical fertilizers on farmers' health? Explain with a case study. But I bother about and the farmers' health. Yet, not many people are aware of effects of chemical fertilizers on human health. According to Environmental Protection Agency, a pesticide is a substance that is used to control, destroy, or to prevent pests. And I want to give clear idea between what natural fertilizers and what chemical fertilizers are. Natural fertilizers or organic fertilizers are byproducts of plants or animals. Chemical fertilizers or inorganic fertilizers are synthetic fertilizers, and they are made with chemicals. Examples: nitrogen fertilizer, urea, ammonium nitrate, calcium nitrate. In olden days, people are making fertilizers with the dung and manure, compost like that. But nowadays, to get more yield within short time, people are using these chemical fertilizers. So with these chemical fertilizers, people are getting so many diseases. And many experts and scientists research on these effects of chemical fertilizers, and they make the effects of chemical fertilizers as two types. One is topical reactions and another one is systemic reactions. First of all, topical reactions. Topical reactions means they are limited to the areas of the body. For example, skin. The topical reactions are limited to the areas of the means skin. Skin is the physical barrier of our body, and it prevents the effect of microorganisms on our body. But if the skin is affected by these chemicals, the skin got rashes on its fingers, skin, and other things. And there are so many bubbles occur on the skin due to the effect of chemical fertilizers. And coming to the brain and also respiratory system. First of all, brain. Brain is the main supercomputer of our body. But this brain, this supercomputer is also affected by chemical fertilizers. And these chemical fertilizers which affect this supercomputer, that means brain, are carbon monoxide, vinyl chloride, manganese, and lead. These chemical fertilizers affect the brain very much, and we are doing all the things in our daily life with the help of brain only. But this brain is also affected by these chemical fertilizers. Next, coming to lungs. Lungs are the respiratory organs of our body. We breathe every second. Without breathing, we can't live. But these lungs are affected by so many chemicals like asbestos, bauxite dust, calcium, cadmium, and so on. So when the farmers are using these chemical fertilizers for their field, they are affected by these chemical fertilizers and they are getting these respiratory diseases. And coming to heart. Heart is a chief pumping organ of our body, and this heart is equal to the fist of our hand. So this heart is also affected by so many chemical fertilizers, and they got so many heart attacks, cardiac diseases. And if the effect of chemical fertilizers is severe, the heart rate will also change. Maybe the heart rate will go long, or it may be short. If the heart rate becomes very fast, it is called tachycardia, and if it becomes slow, it is called bradycardia. And next, coming to liver. Liver is a checkpoint of our body, and this liver is get affected by chemical fertilizers, and liver also absorbs the toxins which we take in our body. So it is very important to us. If it doesn't absorb the toxins in our body, we can't alive after when we take toxins. So liver is a very important organ, but this liver is also get affected by chemicals such as carbon tetrachloride, vinyl chloride. And coming to the intestinal tract of our body. Intestinal tract of our body absorbs the digestive material in our body, and this intestine is very useful for the food eaters and food lovers. But they are also getting very intestinal problems due to the effect of chemical fertilizers, like chemicals like welding fumes, lead, asbestos, and bones. Bones are very important to us, but bones are also affected by chemical called lead. And people are getting so many diseases, and severe exposed to fertilizers and chemical fertilizers cause headache, nausea, intestinal problems, and difficulty in breathing, and so many diseases. And these chemical fertilizers affect not only on us, but they are also affect on future generations. If you are a pregnant lady, if you went to field where the chemical fertilizers are using, you not only you affect with the chemical fertilizers, the baby who is growing in your body also get affected by these chemical fertilizers. So birth defects and birth deformities and so many effects are there with the use of chemical fertilizers. And many people, you are thinking that these chemical fertilizers are limited to the areas of field of paddy, vegetables or fruits, but they are also extend to the dairy products also. And in everywhere chemicals are using, and they are adding flavors with the chemicals, and you people are eating delicious and tasty food. I think you today eat the lunch is also with the chemicals only, and no one is using organic fertilizers. And I told you that these chemical usage is extend to dairy products. Now I will show you in front of you one preparation of artificial milk in front of you with the help of chemical, that is called urea. First I am taking Dove shampoo. The business people who are in the field of business, they want to make so much of money, and they don't bother about the health of people and anyone. So they use the chemicals to make products, and they sell those products in the market. So now I take Dove shampoo, and to that I add urea, which is a chemical, and this urea and Dove shampoo should mix thoroughly, and mix and mix until they get white color mixture. And to this mixture, the business people add a spoon of pure milk. So now I am adding a spoon of pure milk, and then they mix it thoroughly. And then I am adding glass of water. So have you observed this, friends? With a spoon of pure milk, I got glass of artificial milk. And this is happening in the society. But you people don't know. You buy milk packets and milk products in the markets. But those milk products are made like this only. And this is when the people are drinking this artificial milk, they are so much affected by the chemical which is present in the artificial milk. Now I just add only urea, but in some areas they are adding some other chemicals which are in white color, and they prepare the milk. So if people who are drinking this artificial milk, they get so many diseases. And you think that these chemical fertilizers effect is only up to the adults, but that is not correct. This chemical fertilizers effect is also affecting the infants. One of the diseases is blue baby syndrome. That is caused due to when the infant is affected by chemical fertilizer, that is nitrogen. when the infant is given with nitrogen contaminated water, if the infants take that water, the color of the blood of the body will changes to blue in color, because the nitrogen decreases the oxygen level in the body, and then the deoxygenated blood will increase. What is the color of deoxygenated blood? The color of deoxygenated blood is blue. So the infant's body color will also change to blue, and it leads to the irritation, irritability, and then it leads to the coma or death of the infants. So this is happening in the society. People are commercially making or using chemicals to prepare food products and other products which are eaten by the people. And this is sapota, which is grown organically. This size of sapota is very large, and this sapota is also very tasty. But the fruit which is if you buy this fruit in the market, the size of the fruit is also very less, and the taste of the fruit is also very less, because they are made with chemical fertilizers, and they use chemical fertilizers to get more yield within short time, but they affect so much. Now, to know the effects of chemical fertilizers more and more, under my research, I went to field of paddy, which is growing with chemical fertilizers, and and a nursery which is growing with organic fertilizers. Now, the farmer called Bhishma Reddy Garu and Shekhar Garu shared their experience with me, and they have experience of 30 years of farming. I went to them, I asked them what are the effects of chemical fertilizers, how you people use. I want to play one video, and you can see the feelings of Bhishma Reddy and Shekhar Garu. Finally, today we came to the agriculture field and nursery to know the effects of chemical fertilizers on farmers, and today we are with farmer Bhishma Reddy. And first of all, let us see what are the plants they are growing there in the nursery. మీరు వరి పంటల ద్వారా అంటే నేలకి రసాయన ఎరువులు వాడడం వల్ల నేలకి ఇట్లా నష్టం జరుగుతుంది, పురుగులు వస్తున్నాయి అంటున్నారు కదా, మరి ఆ వాణిజ్య పంటల్లో దాని సైడ్ ఎందుకు వెళ్ళట్లేదు?
మా తాతల కానించి మా ముత్తాతల కానించి హోర్షేలు అని పెట్టుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి మాకు ఎటువంటి సహకారం గవర్నమెంట్ ఎవరు మాకు సహాయం చేయలేదు. ఇలాంటి వసతులు కల్పిస్తే మేము ఏదన్నా దారికి వెళ్ళిపోతాం, అంత పంటలు వస్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి అది ఇప్పుడు ఏమన్నా అధికారులు వచ్చి మీకు ఏదైనా సలహా ఇస్తే ఇంకా మంచిగా చేయాలి, వేరే చేసుకుంటాం. నేల పరీక్ష చేసుకోవాలని మరి మేము నిజంగా చేసుకున్నా మాకు నేల పరీక్ష చేయించమని అంటున్నారు, చేస్తామని అంటున్నారు, కానీ కరెక్ట్గా చేసేవాళ్ళు లేరు. మాకు వచ్చి చూపించి చేపించలేదు కాబట్టి ఇక మేము అటునే పోతున్నాం. అది మాకు వాణిజ్య పంటలు కూడా ఆందాలు వేసినాం, కందులు వేసినాం, పెసర్లు వేసినాం.
అంటే మరి ఇక మీరు ఎటువంటి గత్యంతరం లేక ఈ రసాయన ఎరువుల దిక్కుపోతున్నారా? మరి మీ అంతలో మీరు ఎందుకు ఏమంటారు సేంద్రియ ఎరువు తయారు చేసుకోలేకపోతున్నారు?
మేము సేంద్రియ ఎరువు అని అంటే మాకు అగ్రికల్చర్ వాళ్ళు దాన్ని సజెషన్ ఇస్తే ఎట్లా చేయాలి, ఏ రూపంతో చేయాలి అని అంటే మేము కరెక్ట్గా చేసుకున్నాము, మేము పంటలు పండించుకున్నాం. లేదు కాబట్టి మేము అదే రూట్లో వెళ్ళిపోయాం.
అంటే మీరు సంతృప్తిగా ఉన్నారా ఈ రసాయన ఎరువుల వాడకం వల్ల?
మాకు సంతృప్తి లేదు. షుగరు, బీపీ, ఇంకా కండు మంటలు, కాళ్ళ మంటలు, ఇవన్నీ బీమారీలు ఇస్తున్నాయి.
Friends, do you see that video which is with Bhishma Reddy Garu, farmer Bhishma Reddy Garu? He used chemical fertilizers to his field, and he is growing paddy field from 30 years and with the use of chemical fertilizers. He is telling that he has no alternative to grow crops. That's why he is using chemical fertilizers for that paddy. And in olden days, he already told that in olden days they use organic fertilizers, but nowadays people are going back to the chemical fertilizers and they are more attractive to the chemical fertilizers to get more yield and within short time. So what they are following, he is following that. He has no alternative. That's why he is following with the chemical fertilizers, and he is telling that he got rashes on the skin and eye allergies and respiratory diseases. But there is no alternative. He is saying that he want some help from the government, how to use the organic fertilizers and how to prepare organic fertilizers. And next, I went to the farmer Suresh Garu, and he told his experience with me. Let's have video. Okay, sorry, video is not playing, but Shekhar Garu told that he is a young farmer of the paddy field. He is using chemical fertilizers along with the Bhishma Reddy Garu, and he is telling that he want to use organic fertilizers, but he don't know how to use organic fertilizers. So he is following the method with the use of chemical fertilizers, and he is telling that he want to make the government to conduct awareness rallies with young farmers to know the effects of chemical fertilizers and how to use organic fertilizers. And he told his experience with so much emotion, and he got so many diseases because of use of chemical fertilizers. Next. And this is the effect of chemical fertilizers. I told you that there are so many diseases because of use of chemical fertilizers. And I strongly appeal that government should give awareness rallies with young farmers on the effect of chemical fertilizers to the farmers, and awareness how to use organic fertilizers. And you people should buy only organic food and read all labels on foods you buy. Don't buy chemical food which is made with chemical fertilizers, and they are so much dangerous to our health. And one more interesting thing I want to tell you is one of the best research agriculture university in Hyderabad is Rajendra Nagar Agriculture University, and this university encourages organic farmers and scientists, and it gives lots of awareness. One of the farmer who got Best Organic Farmer Award in 2015 by the introduction of Green Super Rice is Mr. Shekhar Garu. He is one of the best organic farmer on the occasion of Telangana first anniversary celebration, and he is the student of Nekkanti Subbarao. Here his great farmer images, and this is the rice which grown by Mr. Shekhar Garu, and this is Green Super Rice. The height of the rice, the height of the paddy field is like me, and it is so much height, and the grains of the field also so much, and this takes so much time, but it is made with organic fertilizers and it is healthy. And next, this is the paddy field which was grown by Mr. Shekhar Garu in his field. He is using organic fertilizers to that field, and it is growing very healthy. And here you can see Mr. Shekhar Garu taking award from the authorities on the occasion of Telangana first anniversary celebrations. And this is a paddy field grown by Shekhar Garu. So what I want to tell you is, don't use chemical fertilizers, use organic fertilizers. And Mr. Shekhar Garu is from my Nalgonda. I am proud to say this because with the use of organic fertilizers, he created a record, and he gets success, and he is so profit. So my request to the farmers is use organic fertilizers. And friends, your fathers are not farmers? Then how can you sit in front of camera after my lecture also? I told so many diseases, no? Headache, nausea, respiratory diseases, intestinal diseases. All our parents are farmers. So they are also affecting so much by these chemical fertilizers, no? Then why don't you think about it? And our parents are farmers and they went daily to the farm and they are using chemical fertilizers and they are so much affected by these chemical fertilizers. So what I am telling you is, just went to your homes, sit beside your parents and ask them how to use organic fertilizers and don't use chemical fertilizers. And if your father is a farmer and he is using chemical fertilizers and he is getting so many diseases, but they are not telling you that's it, but they have so many diseases inside. I told you heart problems, lungs problems and liver problem, even brain, which is an important organ. If your father affected by these diseases, what can you do? So our fathers are farmers and they provide food to the entire world. Of course they are farmers, but they provide food to the entire world. So respect fathers and farmers, and my humble request to all the friends and students are, go to your homes and sit beside your father and explain him with how to use organic fertilizers and don't use chemical fertilizers, and what are the effects of chemical fertilizers. And if they don't realize, tell again and again, but don't skip this, because our farmers' health at risk and they are getting so many diseases, but they don't know that. You think that the farmers are healthy, our farmers means fathers are healthy and they are laughing and they are smiling in front of us, but they are very diseased because they laugh and they smile in front of you because they don't want to make you sad. But there are so many diseases caused to many farmers and they died in so many countries. So my sincere request to all the students, you are so much educated and you are well-known persons about these chemical fertilizers after my lecture. I hope this, because I don't know before this topic given to me, I don't know the effects of chemical fertilizers. But when I researched about this, I came to know the effects of chemical fertilizers and I came to know the diseases which are affected by these chemical fertilizers. So immediately I called my father. I told him don't use chemical fertilizers, and with your money or with whatever you have, buy organic fertilizers and give it to farmers, and don't make them to use chemical fertilizers. Because of course you are thinking that my father is not a farmer, but farmer is father to the world. So don't think that our father is not a farmer, because farmer is father to the world. So make the farmers who are beside you use organic fertilizers, and they should not use chemical fertilizers because they are affected by many diseases, but they don't know that, but you people know that. So make the people to use organic fertilizers and tell them not to use chemical fertilizers, because there are so many diseases which are occurred by these chemical fertilizers. And you are students and you are aware of so many diseases. So make rallies with the diseases and make so many rallies in your areas. Then the people will aware of the diseases of the chemical fertilizers, and they think that there are so many diseases with the use of chemical fertilizers, so I should not use these chemical fertilizers. So if you want a change, start it from yourself. Then the entire world will change. So my humble request to the students is, you give awareness rallies to the farmers, and my humble request to the farmers is, use organic fertilizers and don't use chemical fertilizers. And in my topic there is a sentence that, is our Indian farmers' health at risk? Yes, I am agreeing with this statement, because our Indian farmers' health at risk. In olden days, people are using only organic fertilizers, because at that time this technology was not developed and these chemicals are not came into existence. So they use organic fertilizers with the dung, manure and compost. But nowadays, because of using technology, the organic fertilizers are going back and the chemical fertilizers are coming more effective. So in olden days, there are at least 10 buffaloes per a home. But nowadays, do you have a buffalo in your home? Of course, you laugh for this question, but laugh for a while. I don't care, but it's real. You are drinking the milk which I prepared is artificial milk, and that artificial milk makes you so many diseases. So my sincere request is buy a buffalo. Of course, it is silly thing you think that, but the pure milk which is from the buffalo makes your health healthy. But the milk which is you buy from the markets are not good, and they are artificial milk and they are made with chemicals. And if you have all the organic fertilizers and all the natural fertilizers in your home, it doesn't affect the environment also, because with the use of these chemical fertilizers, our environment is also get so much affecting. Why? How? I will tell you. Repeated application of chemical fertilizers to the field makes the soil to the accumulation of more salt in the soil, and this makes that the salt makes the plant to expend more energy to drain water from the soil. And this, if the plant expend more energy to drain water from the soil, the plants look like dried or wilted. So this is also affecting environment, and these chemical fertilizers killing the microorganisms in the soil, and this is making so much environment pollution. Groundwater pollution is caused due to the effect of chemical fertilizers. Due to the chemical fertilizers, groundwater is polluting. So due to the effects of chemical fertilizers, our health and environment, if environment is affected, automatically our health is also affected. How means? Due to the chemical fertilizers, groundwater is polluting. So if we drink the water, what will our position? So due to the utilization of chemical fertilizers, our health, environment and infants, the people who doesn't came to the world are also affecting. Keep it in mind, because of your works and your things which you are doing with your selfishness. So why people are using chemical fertilizers? They are using to get more ill within short time, but that is affecting the health of human beings, infants and the baby who is in womb also. So my sincere humble request to the farmers and students and the people who are in the world is use organic fertilizers. I know so much after this research. I know so much about the effects of chemical fertilizers. So I start with me. How to use organic fertilizers and what are the uses of organic fertilizers and what are the effects of chemical fertilizers. So you people should start now itself, and don't went anywhere. Just went to your father and told him what are the effects of chemical fertilizers and just make him to use organic fertilizers. If everybody do like this, the entire world will use organic fertilizers only, and your father photo will also on the screen like Mr. Shekhar Garu because of using organic fertilizers. So friends and all the sisters, please make your parents aware of effects of chemical fertilizers and make them to use only organic fertilizers. I hope you enjoyed my class. Thank you.